on my way, and I won't turn back.
Diane Nash was a leader of the Nashville Student Movement, and she was incredibly attractive, but it's a big mistake to think she was just a pretty girl. She was also somebody deeply, deeply rooted in nonviolence, in the practice and theory and the philosophy. This was not just a tactic that she used when she was on the picket line. It was something she deeply, deeply believed in.
Diane Nash was a student at Fisk University. She was from Chicago.
She went downtown one day and found out that things were a little bit different here in Nashville.
I'm sorry, our management does not allow us to serve niggers in here.
That was so demeaning and so humiliating.
She was very angry. She was disturbed by this form of racism that she met in Nashville, which she had not seen in Chicago. She was anxious to get involved in doing something about it.
The thing we need to keep in mind, and that is we don't want to be arrested today. We're going to try to avoid it. However, we can't go down there fearing to be arrested.
She became one of the most active students attending the nonviolent workshop every Tuesday night at 6:30.
Groups would be dispatched.
She was always planning and looking ahead, and she was always asking the right questions.
Diane was relatively better known than most of the other people in these local student movements because of the successful confrontation she'd had with the mayor of Nashville in forcing him to admit that he believed in lunch count integration. He thought it was right. It was Diane Nash who made him do this.
I asked the mayor, first of all, Mayor West, do you feel that it's wrong to discriminate against a person solely on the basis of his race or color?
I could not agree that it was morally right for someone to sell them merchandise and refuse them service.
I think we were very pleased and very happy with our mayor at that moment, and we all applauded. And here was the situation that turned out right.
The Nashville group was very committed to desegregation. We recognized that adding numbers to demonstrations could be effective. When the Freedom Riders were beaten in Birmingham and the bus was burned and the riders attacked in Ernest, it felt like an attack on us. We had to make certain that the Freedom Ride continued, especially since there had been a great deal of violence. Everyone understood that to take up the Freedom Ride meant that there was a good possibility of people being seriously injured or even killed. And in my capacity as coordinator, several of the people getting on the bus gave me sealed envelopes that I was to mail in the event of their deaths. The attitude became, well, kill us if that's what you're going to do, but we were going to be rid of segregation.